Hello everybody and welcome back to Five Nights Tower Defense here on the channel. So, I have been busy with the Nightmare difficulty. I'm going to go just show everybody real quick what I've been working on. I think I got all of Game 4 done. Yes, and then Game 5, that is really annoying that it does that. Game 5, I am going to be finishing in this video. We've got a couple of rounds here and there. I look like I have to do 4 rounds. Nightmare's already done on the entire game. Like, it was actually not that bad, and the reason it wasn't that bad is because I purchased the King with 200,000 tokens. That was a really fun day of grinding. So, if you're enjoying Five Nights Tower Defense, do me a favor, hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. I'm just gonna real quick show, like, I guess, how strong the King is. Also, the Christmas event is going on. I'll be doing a video on that probably at some point soon. Not entirely sure when I'm gonna be releasing it. Because that really, when it came out, I was kind of expecting it to be an event that was gonna be really heavy on, like, in-game purchases, and it's actually very well done. Like, you get a ton of gingerbread cookies, which I think is the currency in there, and it's really not that bad, actually. The towers are kind of lame, if there's any problem with it, but the actual event itself, I think I've actually already completed the entirety of it, basically, in Nightmare difficulty. I was actually doing Nightmare difficulty hell mode and then kind of couldn't any longer. So this is the King, and I'm trying to think of where to put him. I think I'm just gonna put him over here, that way I can actually, like, show the character, because he looks really cool. I mean, he's a cool tower. As you can see, very cool. The cape's animated. Okay. Whoever recommended it to me in the comments, thank you so much for recommending it. I was not expecting to need the King to complete the game, but if I hadn't gotten the King, probably would have been impossible to complete Nightmare mode. He replaces Grim Foxy because I already had Afton, you know, Night Guard Afton, so there really wasn't a point in me keeping Grim Foxy, because the only reason I had Grim Foxy was because he was a cheap tower that dealt decent damage, and, I mean, I didn't need him, so. I have Withered on the King, which I think is like 25% more attack damage, 25% more range, 25% faster attacking. Just a very broke tower. I mean, to be completely honest, the only reason I was able to do Game 6 at all was because of this tower. Like, he and then the Aftons for their stun, and then the poison from them, and then the Endo and Boombox Foxy was basically the only reason I was actually able to win. Because they have like 160,000 health, and they move way too fast. I think Nightmare on Game 6 of Night 6, they were moving so fast that I actually was down to 20 health and about 3 or 4 frames away from losing. So, yeah, without the King, I would have just been completely lost. And I mean, he two-shot the boss, so. But yeah, so for the rest of this video, we're just going to focus on finishing the rest of Game 5. In the next video, we'll finish Game 6, and then I'll probably do something in the Christmas event at the same time, at some point. I'm going to take a look at my schedule and see where I might be able to move something so that I can put in a video on this game. Because we are officially getting to the point where we're basically done, so, like, the only reason I'd be continuing to play on it at this point as a person who's aiming to complete games is because people ask me to, or because new content comes out, which, you know, it's the Christmas event, so technically new content is out. I don't think there is an endless yet for Christmas mode, so there's really nothing much that I can do on it right now, but I could play a couple of levels in Nightmare difficulty for a video and then kind of just show. There's an advent calendar. At this point, if you're watching the video now, the advent calendar's been out for like a week, so you're kind of late, but it is out. And then the... trying to remember. There's a Game Pass. The Game Pass is pretty good. I don't know how good the exclusive towers are from the Christmas event. The one costs 200,000, so I'd have to imagine it'd be pretty, better be pretty good. And the other one is like 30,000, which is right around the Grim Foxy cost. So I can't imagine it'd be, much better than that. I mean, who knows? Besides people who already have it. And then there is... oh, they have, like, the summons, obviously. I already have the secret from the summons, but the secret looks like a worse version of Jack-O-Lendo. So, I don't really know if it's worth using. Like, I already have, like, 2 or 3 copies of it. Again, you get a lot of currency. And I've already finished all 10 nights from the campaign. So, I already have the award, or the badge that they give you for the event. I just don't know if there's any point in really using it. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I was reading the stats wrong. I'm terrible at actually determining how good a tower is, because a lot of the times I feel like I read the stats and my head goes, okay, well, judging by that, it would be worse than a tower I already have. And then people go on and they're like, well, yes, but those stats are slightly misleading, and then proceed to tell me, 10 or 15 things I didn't know about the tower that they didn't have on the stats, and I'm like, oh, well, if I'd known that, yeah, it would have been obvious that it's a broken tower. But it's continuous, deals less than Jack-O-Lendo, is slower at dealing it than Jack-O-Lendo. Jack-O-Lendo has burn, so not entirely sure how it would be better, but it is a newer tower, so usually newer towers are better, and it's the same rarity and from the same area as the Jack-O-Lendo. That's why I'm saying it doesn't make any sense for it to be worse, but it is, from what I'm seeing. And then the other towers, I think, are like... there's like a Chica, Balloon Boy. I obviously haven't gotten the Nightmare because we know I don't summon nightmares here, okay? I have to buy them for 200,000 tokens, which was only like 20 playthroughs of Unlimited, or what's it called? Is it Unlimited mode? My brain. Endless, there it is. So it took a while. I think every single one took me like 35 minutes, so you can do the math. I already had like 50 or 60,000 tokens ahead of time, so it's not like it was 10 hours. It was more like 7. It wasn't. It was just a day. It was supposed to be one of my off days. I just had it, grinding in the background, leaving it to get me tokens. But because of that, the only reason I was able to complete the whole game. I mean, it's obnoxious. I'll probably show, for like the last official video for this game, I'll probably show you what, Game 6, Night 6 looked like. Because it was obnoxious. And again, when I say last, if you guys want me to continue playing on it, just let me know of like something I could do on the game. Even if it's... I know there's a PvP, but, I mean, Bloons Tower Defense has BTD battles, and I've never really played BTD battles. I'm not really a huge fan of PvP in games. Mainly because I'm terrible at it, usually. I think this one requires a different strategy, if I recall. Yes, okay. That's what happened. I need to put down the king immediately. if there's that you want me to do, if like when events happen, you want to just go on a video and go, hey, there's an event, go complete the event, do a video on it, sure thing. You know, just something new that it brings to the game, but I do have to start getting to other games. It's kind of why I'm saying, like, this game has had to stay on the channel for a long time, and I think it's just about time that we move to other games on the channel. So we can start completing other games and, you know, hopefully bring in more viewers and stuff like that. Okay, so this obviously will be very... I mean, just look at this. This level was impossible. Right? Now, it's just one tower. I put one tower down. And for some reason, I think it's because of the fact that they're on the elevated planes or like a glitch or something. Maybe it's the internet for all I know, because our internet is always terrible. But it almost feels like his attacks don't register at times. That might just be because of the elevated plane, though. So, only one placement, by the way. That's what stinks. If he was more than one placement, though, I don't think there'd be a game, though. You just put down two of them, you end up with, like, millions of dollars in extra money, and he costs $115,000 to completely place. Which, I mean, he's already done 1.57 million damage, so it's not like he doesn't deserving. And I just feel like the rest of the game probably will just look something like this. Which is kind of at the point where I'm at with the game, which is that it's done. Like, we've got all of Nightmare done, we're just going to finish the rest of the levels. I've almost won 300 matches in the game, which I know there are people who have won probably thousands, but it's like, in terms of what's left to complete of the game, there isn't... I mean, I can get all the towers... if it's even possible. Probably go to the trading plaza, that kind of stuff. Get all exclusive towers by making the purchases when they come out. But other than that, then like a tower showcase or something, I really don't know what else there'd be for the game. I mean, I know I already had a video where I basically said we'd completed it, but the next like 2 videos will officially be the ending of it. All the difficulties will be done. All of the endlesses I can do now because of the king, guaranteed. It's funny because the king doesn't actually help you get any further in the endless level I was in. It got me 3 levels further, like 131 to 134. But it still just feels like that's kind of it, you know? We've officially finished the game, completed it, whatever you want to call it. Maybe not, you know, how it would be as easy to look at as once I complete Lego, because it's 100%, everything's done. But it's a Roblox game, so it's constantly updating. Completion is kind of a impossible thing to do on Roblox games anyway. You just get as close as possible, and then you're like, yeah, I'm done. But if you guys have enjoyed Five Nights Tower Defense, do me a favor, hit the like button and the subscribe button down below. Comments, games you'd like to see either return to the channel or for me to start working on for the first time. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everyone.